Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be learning about how to create this amazing design using Adobe Photoshop. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming videos. Without wasting much time, let's start today's lesson. Let us start with a canvas of 5 by 5 inches. So to do this, I'm going to achieve this by going to File, New, then I start inputting my figures 5 by 5. I'm going to leave the resolution at 300, then hit on OK. Now that I have my canvas set, it is now time for me to start work. But before I start, I'm going to introduce some guides to the canvas. So I visit my vertical room to bring some guides. After introducing the guides, it's now time for me to start work. So we are going to start creating the background. We are going to create the background of the design. So we are going to start by drawing a rectangular shape. So press U on the keyboard or select the rectangular tool here. Then I draw a rectangle. Something like this is okay. Now I'm going to change the color of this rectangular shape and I'm going to apply gradient overlay. And to achieve this, I double click on the empty side here. And I enter the layer style box and I go to gradient overlay. So here I have the gradient. So this is the gradient. I'll leave the hex in the video. This is the gradient. I hit on OK. Now that I have the gradient set, I'm going to add some textures and some images and blend them to the background. After then I group. So I'm going to place the first image, go to File, and I place Embedded. Right. So I browse to the location of the image. I can find it at my desktop. This is the image I want. Okay. Once that I place this image, I'll scale it a little bit up. So then I'm going to blend this image. I'm going to blend it to the background that I have. I'm going to do that by changing the blending modes of this to, let's go to overlay. Then I reduce the opacity a little bit. This is okay. Right. Then it is now time for me to blend the edges to the background here. And to do that, I'm going to do that with the help of the layer mask. So I make sure the layer is selected and I click on mask. So I have the mask here. So the work of the mask is, it is used to hide pixels. So here, before I do that, let me scale this a little bit. Side, okay. Alright, so with the help of the layer mask, I'm going to blend this. Select B, my brush, and increase the size to a preferred one. I'm going to increase the brush size. And I'm going to blend, softening the edges. Now that I have this achieved, the next thing is I'm going to introduce another image here or another picture here. So I'm going to place another embedded file. So I go to file, then I place another embedded. This time around, let me use this. So I'm going to blend this image as well. Scale it a little bit up. This is okay. I'm going to change the blending mode of this layer to color dodge. So it's color dodge here. Use the opacity a little bit. Then I'm going to blend this as well with the help of layer mask. And I select my brush. So I'm going to soften the edges. So it is achieved. We have created a background for our work, and we can group this. So I'm going to create a group for these 3 items by selecting the layers. Select the 3 layers and press Command Gen or Control Gen if you are using PC, and change this to label it green. Right, I'm not done with the background, so I'll introduce another shape. Side to the then I'm going to get some round edges around. So now I don't want it all round, so I'm going to break it and have the round edges just on top. Okay, now that I have this, what I'm going to do is scale it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the color of this shape. So let me change the color to white with no stroke. Then bring the greens a little bit down. Or transform all together and scale it a little bit upper. That is okay for me. Now I have my background set. This is my background. I have it set now. I'm going to group all layers and lock it to avoid any movement. So select this with the rectangular tool or the rectangle I created. Group this and label it as RBG. That is our background. And lock it. Now we have a solid background created. Now it is now time for us to add some element or some pictures. So I'm going to place my first picture. I'm going to file, then place an embedded. This image. Made a selection of an image. I hit on place. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to scale it down a little bit and make a selection of this. Since it is very simple, I'm going to use the quick selection tool. Then I select subject just to make a selection of the head. Selection can also be done with the help of the pen tool. To avoid time wasting, let us use the quick selection tool. And let me refine the edges. So give it a little bit of radius, then contrast, then the edges have to be smooth. This has to be smooth. Alright. Now the output tool, I'll change to layer mask. So you should come with a layer mask and hit on OK. So I have the image with a layer mask. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the position of this. I'm going to transform it. So I click on point around to activate the transformation edges, or press Command T to activate the transformation. Then I right click and go to flip horizontal. Right. So I've changed the direction. What I'm going to do now is going to scale this a little bit down. Then select my brush and start blending this side. Alright, at this point, I'm done. It's now time for me to work on the images. So, I'm going to work on this image. Add a little bit curve. What I want to do. Then press Command G on the keyboard. Label it as heads, or the heads. Yeah. Then lock it. Right, after I'm going to introduce the name of the business. Name of the business. Then format it. If I say format it, I mean change the appearance of it. Alright, so let's use 30 for this. 30 is too big. Let's go for 20, 28, 25. We align it just here. I'm going to create a duplicate of the trending by pressing Command J. I have it here, and change it to OK, and change the size to 70. 70 is too big. Let's go for 60. 60 is also big. 50 will be okay. Position it 55, will be 54. 54. Now, from this point, I'll duplicate the head on Command J, then change this to cuts. parts. And reduce the size to 40. Okay, so with this done, I'm going to work on the colors. I'm going to change this to change. Let me change the gradient. Let me change. I'm going to work on the colors, so I'm going to change the color to all that white. Add some darks to it. Do same for this. It's too much. Change the color of the cat to some. Right, this is okay. This is all. Right, at this point, it's now time for me to add some information. Let me add some information. At this point, it's time for me to add some information to the design. Test information. I'm going to pause the video a little bit, not to waste time. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to group our services and the services listed into one group. I'm going to select them, so including the triangle shapes. Select the professional haircut as well. Then Command G or 3G, as you can see, and change the name to services. Services. Okay. After, I'm going to group all test layers into one single group, then lock it. Now time for me to add another image. So with the help of the rectangular tool, draw a shape, scale it a little bit, position it at the center, okay. So it's either I duplicate or this is okay. It's either I duplicate this shape or draw another shape on top. I don't want a stroke. Let me get rid of the stroke. Then on top of the layer, I'm going to draw another shape. New layer. I draw the shape. Change the color. So let me change the color. Let me transform and change the color. Let me change the color to white so that I can see what I'm doing. Then duplicate this shape. I'm going to duplicate it, Command G. Bring it aside. Then transform the two together and get a precise shape. Alright, this is okay. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click image on top of this shape. So I'll start with the first one. Go to File, place an embedded. Target the image. That's the image. Scale it. Then I'm going to clip it. So clipping, I can press Alt or Option and clip using the line in between the shape, or as you can see the mouse, or right click, and I go to create a clipping mask. I position it well, and let me add some curves. So before the curves, let's add some stroke. We have to add some stroke for the rectangular. So as you can see, let's add some stroke. Add some stroke. Change the color to white and increase the size. Now let's add the image. Okay, so I'm going to group these layers, give it a nice name as image. So select all layers and Command G, group, give it the name image. Hit on enter. Now lock it. So at this point, I'm going to add the contact info. So here's the contact info. Select, then add the contact info. Okay, so this is it. Now I'm going to group the contact info. I'm going to select and group it. Give it a name, contact, and lock it as well. Contact info and lock it as well. Now I have to add some elements. So I'm going to add some elements. Okay, so after adding this element, let me this is okay. After adding this, what I'm going to do is add some lightning. So I'm going to place another embedded. Change the blend mode to screen. Duplicate it and add it as well. Okay. Now we are done with the design. So at this point, let me position the head well. Unlock the head, then position it a little bit well. Let me unlock the head layer. So, after this, I think bonus layer, what we are going to do is add a little bit of overlay to the web. Let me put it back and go to my browser, Chrome, and I go to Pinterest. Browse through the images I have here. This image is okay. Like this image. So I'm going to download it and place it as an embedded. So on top of the layer, I go to File, up, up, File, this embedded. I'm going to duplicate this because I don't want to expand the pixel. So hit on enter and I duplicate. Command J, move it aside. Then I merge together. I select the two layers and Control E. Change the blend mode to multiply. Reduce the opacity. Okay. There you go. At this point, I'm creating a mask and use my brush to brush some portion. That is what I'm doing. So this is it. This is how the design was created. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for you not to miss the next video when dropped.